sometimes when you change the scenery back here.
People wouldn't. Nyaki. Janet. I forgot how to say it, and I keep forgetting how to say it in Wichita. I keep forgetting.
Oh, we found out.
But Kikadoos. Madawe ka. Halito. Osio.
Good morning.
Buenos dias. Comandas, compa.
I thought it was Buenos noches.
That's good night.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, that's, your essay was only telling you good night. Well, we have a special guest on today with us. She's going to go do an outreach with us, which, we appreciate. Her volunteering her time and efforts towards, recovery and whatever that's got to look like for a person. She is a fire starter.
Wicked fire starter.
Fire starter. You do Mending Broken Hearts too?
No, I didn't get to do that one.
No,
I did do Mended Broken Hearts. It's the Warrior Down I didn't do.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't done Warrior Down either. So
are they doing that in Tulsa?
Yeah. They are. Titus and them.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna be going to Billings, I think, during that time. Good morning, Sky. Everyone. But yeah, she's a fire starter. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, yes. No, joking. Elizabeth, everybody, not everybody, but most of y'all know me, Elizabeth Catticus, 19 months sober. Yeah, I got certification in being a fire starter, certified in mending broken hearts, and hopefully I'll get certified in Warrior Down. Finally got my high school transcript, so now I could train for my PRSS and start helping out other natives or whoever else, veterans or whoever else, walk that red road, because it is better on, I should say, the grass is greener on this side, and it is good. I love it.
Thank you.
I love being here with you.
We got her right.
Texas.
She didn't come in on that. Oh, who does Texas play this weekend? Exactly. So, she's
I pray for him daily.
She's not really a Texas fan. She's just an OU hater. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Susanna. Margaret. Good morning.
Thank you, Margaret.
But we always enjoy having Elizabeth around. We call her Cat. So we always enjoy having her around. Watched her, get sober. Watched her whole process, and when you see her little Lilo, it just reminds you of why we continue to do this thing, watch her be successful, and just continue to get into her sobriety, her recovery.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I always enjoy having her around. It's always good to see her. She's a combat veteran. Good morning, Dave. Where'd you find her? Good morning, little brother Drew. She's a combat veteran. I watched her struggles. Met her, back in the day when she had came home and was having some troubles. But watched her go through her struggle and then to overcome that. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. You know,
Appreciate that.
it's a beautiful thing. You know, to watch people grow. You know, in their recovery. But
It is.
just want to thank you for coming on. It's always an honor. I mean, you know, I give her hell. I give her hell. I know it, but you know, it's just that relationship that we have. You know, I can tease her and we just blow it off and still hit her with the horns down. You know, oh, you plays Temple this weekend. You know, I guess we're gonna go thump on Temple for a little while. Good morning, brother Parrot. Good morning. Good morning. Well, do you want to read or you want me to read?
You can go ahead and read it.
Let me make sure I'm on the right day. I have to look for myself. Today is August 28th, all day long. And, you know, we're in the summer meditation with Native American elders. We're facing south in the youth stage. Good morning, Mr. Anzawa, Brother Fran. Go ahead and read, Fran. Yeah, these. No. That's my big brother. Okay, it says, with prayer and good intentions, we make our lives sacred and so come to balance. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Don Jose Matsua. And I know I'm going to butcher this, but it says Huichal, Huichal, Huychol, Huichol, Sierra Madre, Mexico. Gracias, Don Jose Matsua. And then it says, only through prayer can we make spiritual changes that are permanent. You have told us that all life is sacred. Today I intend to serve you, my Creator. Allow me to overcome temptation, and if one comes along, let me see the lessons that will give the balance. You have told us that all life is sacred. Let me see beauty in all things. Then the prayer for the day is, good morning, Carrie. It says, my Creator, let me know what you would have me be today. Let my intentions be honest, respectful, humble, and loving. Wow, you know, that's pretty deep. I mean, thinking about, you know, how all life is sacred. You know, and where it says, with prayer and good intentions, we make our lives sacred. I mean, you know, I like where it says, allow me to overcome temptation, and if one comes along, let me see the lesson that will give me the balance. You know, it makes me think of, you know, of how I handled my problems before I got into recovery. You know, I was horrible at handling problems, you know, because everything led back to that bottle or, you know, to drugs. You know, I didn't know how to handle life on life's terms. Good morning, Janice. You know, it made me think about, you know, I didn't think all life was sacred. You know, I didn't consider the interconnectedness of everything. I didn't think about other people. You know, I was self-centered. I was, you know, I thought the world revolved around me and my addiction. And, you know, I got a little bit of maybe a few days of sobriety. And I just remember laying there, like, thinking, like, wow, you know what I mean? Like I was scared of the quiet.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I got scared of the quiet. You know, I got scared of you know, I didn't know how to handle that. I didn't know because your mind's just always going. You're always trying to find a reason to go use. You need that chaos to keep that life
Yeah.
going. And whenever it didn't come or it didn't show up, I felt like that was whenever I finally, turned to the Creator,
Hmm.
and I became grateful and I became thankful and appreciative of just being in the situation that I was in. I only had like a couple of days, but I just remember feeling that peace. Like, I hadn't felt that in years. I hadn't felt that in a very long time. Maybe probably since I was a kid. Just felt that peace, and I just remember thinking wow, like I could really have a good life here.
Yeah.
I could really, really, if I, get the hang of this and I pay attention and I put all my intentions into the Creator's hands and I just ask Him to guide me, lead me, show me a better way, because I surrendered completely. I surrendered completely to this addiction. And I realized I tried it my way, and now it's time for something new.
Hmm.
So whenever I finally, I started realizing how important prayer was. My intentions. I only used to be nice to people because I thought, that they had something I wanted.
Right.
So, it felt good to finally be genuine, and it felt good to show myself some grace,
Hmm.
and then I was able to show other people, my kindness. I remember being in detox, and, somebody would come in and they wouldn't have nothing, like
Hmm.
nothing, just the clothes they had on. And, I don't know what I would go and I'd go make them a little care
Hmm.
package. It was probably looking raggedy because I was fresh off the streets, but I made sure that they had something.
Yeah.
So as like these new people are all coming in, they're all wearing my sweaters. They're all wearing, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like, and it just made me feel good.
Yeah.
Like, and I believe that's when I made up my mind too. Like, this is what I want to do for a living. That joy that I got from helping the next addict out, it really made me feel good, and it just lit this fire in me that hasn't stopped burning.
Right.
And I don't see this fire going out.
Hmm.
Even if it wasn't at this job, just went to the A. Like,
Hmm.
it makes me feel good to be able to be there for somebody else. Something about when two addicts and alcoholics get together and the way that they can relate on subjects that nobody else understands. I mean, it just makes you feel good.
It does.
Would you like to share on?
Sure, I'll share. Share, share. Do you believe it? No, I'm not that sure. Um, um, like they do, like they in AA and in your recovery, they say you have to give it away to keep it. For a long time, I did not understand that. I'm like, why would you give away your recovery? You need that recovery, but getting further along into it, and then like people explaining it at AA, like I literally had to ask, what does it mean, like when you have to give it away to keep
Yeah.
it? In other words, you have to help somebody else out, and like it stays whatever. But my best friend, her last drink was on June 14th. That was her last. That was her last drink day. Like the last day she drank. She's 2 months sober, and uh, I fully. That's I know that's go girl, you go girl. You know,
Yeah.
crazy. She's oh man, you get me and her together, it's a wrap. Like we could joke about the times that when we drank together and the stupid stuff we did, and we just laugh about it, and like I am really, really proud of her.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Good morning, Aussie. Katie.
it is, and it's kind of like we have a similar story. Like we both got sick, we both been through it. We're both, um, counting our days of being cancer free and being being sober too.
Yeah.
So we have those.
Good morning, Carrie.
And the prayer part in the book, like you said, it says, "Allow me to overcome temptation, and if one comes along, let me see the lessons that it will give. That will give the balance." Um, I don't like speaking about death, but not too long ago, my nephew passed away. Um, and it was kind of hard because seeing my nephew from little guy all the way up to adulthood, to being a young man. I mean, this guy looked just like his dad. It was kind of hard because his dad passed away too. But hearing all this, and them making the arrangements, the funeral arrangements, everything, and then seeing my sister, like the day before all that, like I had that temptation. Like I was like I literally went and bought a beer, like a tall boy. It was Modelo Limon. That's what I drank. Um, and I stood there in the parking lot, and I'm like trying to justify a reason why to drink that beer, to take the feeling of my heart just hurting for my sister because she lost her son. Um, Feeling that hurt, and then feeling knowing that he's not going to be around anymore. And then I had to step back and I had to say, hey, help me right now. I need this help right now. I need you right now. And then I just cracked it open and I just poured it out and I threw that can away. And I got back in the car and got back to my apartment. And I just stood there at the door for a moment and I cried. I smoked a cigarette and then I walked inside and I just felt just calm. Like when you're in the arbor at the Sundance, you just feel that calmness. That's what I felt. And anytime you're in temptation or something like that, just pray about it. Pray about it. Pray, talk to God. Stop. Just stop in your tracks. Talk to Him and everything. Because life is sacred. Like we have so many. That's what I said. We have so many natives dying of addiction and alcoholism. And,
Good morning, Cheyenne.
and I know we got to start somewhere. And I'm glad I'm sober. I am glad. I love my sobriety. I love the fact that Barry's sober because I've seen him in his addiction. It was crazy. I mean, it's 10 times worse now that he's sober, but I love it. I'm not complaining about it.
No excuses now.
It wasn't that goofball I took. I love it. I love like working with all these guys on tour because they're encouraging. Yeah, I mean, we got to start somewhere. Like I said, I mean, kind of went off track, but I do love my sobriety, and I love the fact that my daughter sees me sober, and I am talking to my son, who I haven't talked to for like 7, 8 years, and I still have to apologize to him, but it's baby steps. But we are talking right now, and
It's good.
he's in school in Kansas, and that boy's so pretty. He's just real pretty. But yeah, if I just want to show my kids that stay sober. I mean, if they go off and hey, I'm gonna try this, you can't stop them. They're gonna do it anyways, just like we did it anyways. but I do pray that they don't every day. I pray that they don't, and I pray that everybody's kids don't. I pray for this generation that they don't. You know, like I said, we got to keep our prayer strong. I want to say our power,
Prayer strong.
power too.
That is the power.
Mhm.
Prayer is the power. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. I really like today's reading. I mean, there's so many things like when it talks about the balance, like
Yeah,
that's where you don't have them high highs or them low lows. You find that middle ground
hmm
and you find that peace and calmness. So I'm glad you pointed that out. Real glad you pointed that out. You want to do the announcements?
sure. Talk space. Not really, because I have no idea.
Talkspace and Talkspace Go. 988 Tribal Response Program and the Tribal Opioid Response. We collaborated to encourage all tribal members and tribal employees to take advantage of the Talkspace online counseling service.
Yes.
Deals with a bunch of grief, trauma, depression, codependency, relationships. Like there's a whole list of all kinds of things that they cover.
You don't even have to be face to face with them. You're on the phone.
You can do it on your phone.
Yes.
You can message them.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get 2 FaceTimes.
Yeah.
2 a month.
2 a month. So take advantage of that.
I've heard nothing but great things about Talkspace. So, you go to www.talkspace.com /CHATOR. Then it'll say organization. You put in your email, then it'll say organization, then you put in restore. And that's how you get it for free. We can't see who gets on there. So take advantage. And then the overdose prevention packs. We're trying to save more Native lives, but anybody, we're just trying to save lives in general. Addiction doesn't discriminate, so neither does TOR. We will help anybody. So, if somebody needs Narcan, fentanyl test kits, medication disposal bags, medication lock bags, wound care kits. We deal with a lot of people that are in active use. So, we got harm reduction supplies that we will mail out to, to whoever needs it. And this form is completely anonymous. Go on our Facebook and you can scan a code or the job forms on there and fill it out, and we will mail these things, all these products to you. Yep, my little brother Drew said Talkspace is great. And good morning, Sharon. And then text TOR to 888-580-4TOR. And that gives you all our updates on what we're going to be doing. We're going to be in Colony this weekend co-hosting. It's going to be a hot one. It's going to be, but that's the great thing about this group of people is that we're willing to, do what we got to do to get out there, Except Mingo. Whatever, Mingo. Whatever, Mingo. All right, Mingo. Then All Nations Res Recovery. Gord Clan is still accepting applications. The last day is this weekend. The 31st is the last day you can get in an application. If you want more information, contact Carmelo Reveles, 405-496-3742. And yeah, it'll be for the Gord Clan. We're just trying to have somebody that can be a good representative for our Gord Clan. Somebody that promotes, sobriety and walking the red roads. And then on September 21st at the Concho ERC, the All Nations Recovery Gourd Clan is having a recovery benefit dance. September 21st. Mark your calendars. Uh, we had the overdose memorial was a success, and we feel like this is going to be an even bigger powwow. We have a great lineup. Come out and celebrate your recovery. Come back to the circle. If you've never even been to the circle, we want to invite you out and come dance and recover out loud with us. That's what this thing is about, recovering out loud. And it's just showing our community that we do recover. We are, we're not going anywhere. We're coming back to the circle in a respectful and honorable way. And there's a lot of healing that goes on around that big drum. So we just want to encourage all those that are in sobriety, recovery. If you want to be part of our Gourd Clan, we want to invite you out, and I promise you, we will welcome you with open arms.
You never know. Your story might
Yes.
save somebody. Might
Everybody's story.
click.
Everybody's story can save a life today. That's the beautiful thing about recovery. That's why we recover out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So then last night was, we have Mending Mondays here at 1950, what deals with grief. Tuesdays, they're having a new talking circle in Clinton at 721 Frisco Avenue at the Clinton Library. Excuse me. Clinton Library. They had their first circle last night. We want to encourage all people in the Clinton area, to go and show support, for this group. I mean, if you're not sure what it's about, don't be ashamed. Don't be, just give it a try. Give it a chance. Get out of God's way and let God lead you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gotta start somewhere.
Got to start somewhere. Well, then in Watonga on Tuesday nights, they have these informal gatherings, which is AA. It's an AA meeting. I know both couples, they switch off and on. They alternate weeks, and one of them's my sponsor and his companion, and the other one is my brother and his companion. And they both, are very passionate about helping out another alcoholic and addict, So that's at the Hut in Legion Park on the east side of Watonga at 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights. These informal gatherings. And then on Thursday nights, here at 1950, here in El Reno, 1950 South Shepherd, we have a Wellbriety talking circle. We usually have, 20 regular people come through, and every once in a while, we get some new members. And, it isn't just for natives. I want to make that very clear. Anybody is invited to come and join our circle. It's not just a native thing. We represent that medicine wheel. Red, black, white, and yellow. We want everybody to know that they are invited. And then on Friday nights, we have a 12-step meeting, again, led by one of the brothers, David Levi. He gets a more in-depth look at the Red Road to Wellbriety book, and that's where you put pen to paper. He's taking this group through the steps, and, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We need more of that in the Indian country. And then pathways. What is the pathways to community living? Pathways to community living is a program here at the Department of Health. They on September 24th, they're having an elders traditional night, which means that they're encouraging the elders and their caregivers to come out, enjoy a meal, drink some coffee. I don't think you can smoke in there, but you know, they're trying to create this atmosphere where you know, these elders can come out and share their knowledge. You know, there's a lot of knowledge, you know, that we're missing out on because, you know, after COVID, it kind of seemed like, you know, everybody got scared of everybody, you know, and not saying that it's still not out there, but, you know, our people got together all the time during COVID. And you didn't hear about people, you know, passing this sickness around like you know, like out in the public. So they're gonna have bingo, storytelling from elders, old fashioned visiting with other elders. You know, a lot of them know each other. A lot of them, you know, we're such a small community that, you know, everybody knows everybody. You know,
Yeah.
but there's gonna be some sharing of knowledge and traditions. You know, which is very important. You know, I was lost for a long time. You know, I'm trying to get back to understanding that there's a whole world of knowledge that I missed out on. You know,
Exactly.
I missed out on that. You know, I didn't pay attention to my grandmas. I didn't pay attention to my uncles till I got older. You know, and you know, unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough. So, good morning, Phyllis. Nyakit Phyllis. Good morning, Randy. But yeah, September 24th at the Elderly Nutrition Center in Clinton from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. A meal will be provided. And then tomorrow night is our speaker night at our here at 1950 South Shepherd. Uncle Laydown Lydell Pedro is going, you know, the anti-slayer is going to be telling his story. You know, the deadliest uncle around. You know, more than likely your auntie's in his stories. So, good morning, Desiree. David Levi, Randy Nolan has a 13-step meeting every night in Santa Ana. I don't know why, but I believe him. I believe him. But yeah, here at 1950 tomorrow night, meal will be provided. We're going to eat from 6 to 7, and then from 7 to 8, he's going to be telling his story. So, you know, he just got his 1-year chip this past weekend on the day that I spoke at my home group. He came up there and got his year chip. So we get to give him his year chip tomorrow. So, I mean, it's a huge deal. You know, we just want to encourage the brother to keep going. You know, keep going, keep going.
And it's like to see him being our speaker for tomorrow night, like watching him going through the treatment program and like him being very, very quiet and not really talking when he talks really low like this when he spoke. And to see him being our speaker
Yeah.
and to see him just like come out of his shell,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
it's really amazing when you see him.
See that light come on.
Yeah.
That light comes on, and you know, yeah, I'm real excited for him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. You know, we give him hell, but you know, if you know Dale, then you know he's pretty funny. One time, he said, "This is the first time I seen him lead a meeting at Watonga."
Yeah.
He said, "My name's Dale. I'm alcoholic." He said, "And I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around." That was pretty funny, man. That's the kind of guy Dale is.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy Dale is.
But it's better than Drunkle.
Yeah. Yeah, he's deadly uncle. He ain't drunkle no more. Let me read Perry's comment.
Yeah.
And it says, prayer and intention did bring balance into my life because in my addiction, I rarely prayed and my intentions were not good going into each day. all that changed when I got into recovery. I actually thought about my intentions going into each day to be better than I was before treatment. And I prayed to the creator every day to give me everything I needed to make that possible. Since I left treatment, that's been a daily practice. I might not pray every day, but my intentions going into each day. I can't see the bottom of that.
So that's the whole thing.
That's it.
All right. Well, you know,
That's a good
I remember seeing Perry out there whenever I was in California.
Really?
Yeah, he was out there the same time I was. He's like a few months behind me
Oh, right on.
in his sobriety day. Good morning, Alex Dean.
It doesn't show up on our
But-
Facebook. I might not pray every day, but my intentions are going into each day are always to be positive
Are always to be positive
and show some love
and
and
show
kindness to
some
everyone.
love and kindness to everyone. We appreciate that, Perry.
Yeah.
You know, me and Perry's related on my Black Wolf side. You know, and to see he's another individual, you know, who has came
Infinite sides.
so far from where he was, and to watch him be successful in his life. Like he travels all over the country. Be in Chicago one night, be in Jacksonville the next, be back in California. You know what I mean? Like he's a truck driver now.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's a great thing to watch him. You know. Good morning, Danu, Dorothy. Good morning. Good morning.
Hump day.
So you know, it's a beautiful thing to watch all this positive energy going on and people being self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of their surroundings, of their intentions. You know, watching that relationship grow, and each one of these relationships. You know, just watching them grow. You know, through the
Yeah.
creator, and it's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it. So, was there anything you would like to say before we get off here? We done been on here 38 minutes.
We took up 38 minutes of your time. But no, everybody have a blessed day. Keep that prayer strong. Somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, man, I'm having trouble." Listen, and that's all I got to say. You never know.
Thank you, Kat, for coming on. We got an outreach today in Weatherford, the dog days at Southwestern. You know, get to interact with some college kids, you know, which is always cool. You know, yeah, it ain't like we're cool, but cool that we get to go. You know, in
Open-minded.
yes, open-minded. You know, get to interact with this younger generation. So it's a great thing. I'm just grateful, thankful, and appreciative of the opportunity. And that's just part
Yes.
of the life that we get to live today. You know, get to give back. So we
What's
just
up, Jade? You and
Morning.
Erica.
Oh.
Good morning. Hey.
good morning, Jade. Good morning, Erica, down in Lawton. Well, good morning. Hope you ladies have a good day today.
Yes.
And gotta hit all the buttons.
Yeah, this guy.
Wait,
Word.
didn't the other guy put one on there? Oh, there ain't one on there.
Oh, there's not.
Word.
What's all the buttons for?
The sound bites.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't hear them. If we put on the headphones, but see, I know what they all say. So, we appreciate everybody that's tuned in, and have a good day. I hope.